Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I am here 365 days of the year to read on your political questions. I'm always here. I'm your bad penny. And I usually take your questions out of the chat. And in general, if you're speaking to me, just put things in all caps. And other than that, just please type normally when you're talking to other people, because that way I know people have whole conversations, and I'll know to kind of when there's talking going on that I'll just stick to my knitting here. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange related goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And that's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers, so trolls beware. We have like Helm's Deep level troll slayers. So thank you. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Here in the U.S., tomorrow is Thanksgiving, which is a big deal here. Big deal, big family deal, big cooking deal, big. I think this morning, my Sarah, you'll see her with me on in the afternoons on Book Art Media at the Creative Sprints. She last I saw, I think today she's cooking 4 pies, 2 cheesecakes, and a bunch of other stuff, and that's just today. One of my sisters is helping my mother, and I am trying to pull together a povititsa, which is my mom's side of the family were Slovenian and Croatian, and it's basically a walnut roll, but oh my gosh, it's so good. But you've got to make the dough, and then it has to sit for 8 hours. And so trying to find the time when I can do that and put it in the big oven downstairs and on. It's a big thing, and we're having a bazillion people involved in Thanksgiving tomorrow. So I'm here today, and I will be here tomorrow. It might be a little bit shorter. Electrostorm says, can I come over? Sure. You know me. You know I want to feed you. That's Cancer Moon. Are your toes warm? Do you want some cocoa? Do you need a blanket? Be back by 10. Take a sweater. Yeah, just my nature. But are you able to share the recipe? That's the other thing. I have to find the recipe. I'm going to try this box over here. I should have mixed up the ingredients this morning, but I haven't even had time to find the recipe yet. And I have a book due on next Tuesday by 6 p.m. that is not where I want it to be. So, yeah. Yes, povititsa. Yep. So, yeah, you make three rolls. You take a cookie sheet, and you make 3 rolls, and you cook them on the cookie sheet, and it's about this high, and then you cut it into slices. So every piece you take is a roll. So anyway, I don't know. Electrostorm says, doesn't your mother know the recipe? Huh. I veganized it. A number of years ago, I veganized it, and I made the regular and I made the vegan version and took it to somebody's house. It was either my oldest sister or my Aunt Mitzi. It must have been my oldest sister. Anyway, so, oh, that's right. They were visiting. Okay. So, and everybody was trying them both. They were saying, I like this one better. So this big time family recipe I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased. Very proud of myself. Mandy of Merrimack saying, I'm also Cancer Moon and I want to feed everybody. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Linda McMurtry says, my sister-in-law is from Slovenian heritage. She makes those rolls too. Her recipe is secret and delicious. I can understand. I can understand why some families keep it secret. It's so beloved. It's weird. It's just, I mean, if I make pavitsa, I'm going to be like a star. That's silly. That's silly. My mom is the star. So anyway. All right. So that is that. So I will be here tomorrow. Today I've got a hard cutoff time at 1:40. It's Wednesday. That's every Wednesday. But I will be here tomorrow. It might be a little bit shorter than normal, maybe like an hour instead of 2. I'll see what I can do. But I'm definitely going to be here tomorrow. I'm here every day. And today, we are actually, the reason I haven't been collecting your questions today, I did pin a comment in the chat. I hope you guys saw it. Today, we're actually going to go down a list that a man named Don Winslow created. He created a list and a video on Twitter that says it's 19 unanswered questions about the January 6th insurrection. And I thought we would just start at the top, just work our way through. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. With an I, inquiring. I was distracted. Electra Storm was saying, I believe in sharing recipes. You can pass it on that way. I'm not against it. I just, I don't know. It's weird. It's like I would almost have to like have my family's okay. It's stupid. But the pavitsa recipe is it's weird. We have nothing else like that in our lives, but there's something about that recipe. I mean, if we were going to like, if there's something in this world to protect, obviously it's those who are weaker than we are. But that and my mother's stuffing recipe is pretty darn amazing. Yeah, there used to be almost a fight to the death over who got more of the stuffing. Lorded over each other. I have more stuffing. I have leftover stuffing. Where did you get that? Yeah. Electra Storm says, I don't mean you. I just mean in general. Well, fair enough. Anyway, all right. So, I'll have to think about that. That is so silly. It's weird. It's ridiculous. It's the one thing I almost feel like I would need the okay of the women in my family to give out that recipe, and that is silly. Especially since I redid it. But anyway, all right. Betty Harper saying we have a specific recipe like that. It's a Bob Andy pie. I don't know what that is. Fi says we used to fight for the tail. Ooh. Oh, that's a good cup of tea. Have some Earl Grey today. All right. So we're going at 9 minutes, 9:30. All right. All right. Ready? Ooh, we're going to go back in time. Cast your minds back to January 6th. What was happening that day? That is what we are looking at. And we are all the energy of January 6th. I don't usually do the psychic Griswelda hands, but why not? I often quote what is her name from Harry Potter. We'll cast ourselves into the future. I can't remember him. Oh well, doesn't matter. I know it. My brain's elsewhere. So anyway, yes, Phi, Earl Grey hot. Okay. Now my brain is stuck on that. Trelawney. Thank you, Professor Trelawney. That was bugging me. Thank you. All right. January 6th. Oh my gosh, do my eyes hurt. I got a small humidifier. So, sorry. I have an irritation in this tear duct, so it itches a little bit. All right. And the links to the questions and the original video are in the description box. Okay. So, starting at 11:30, January 6, 2021, Washington, D.C. All right. And I may not interact with the chat as much as normal because I'm really going to see, I'm just going to try to keep my energy focused for as long as possible. Okay. So the first question is, why wasn't Donald Trump evacuated to the terror attack bunker in the White House during the January 6th attack, like he was for the May 29th, 2020 protest? Now, my initial thought is, but wasn't that protest right outside the White House? But the January 6th insurrection was a big deal. Big deal. And we know he doesn't like looking weak. He thought people were making fun of him for going to the bunker, but that was a big deal. So why wasn't Donald Trump evacuated to the bunker during the January 6th attack? Secret Service. I'm getting a mental image of a Secret Service agent like standing on his toes. I know they're women as well, but there's this guy and he's like leaning forward and he's got all this weight on his toes. Like he's ready. Any second. January 6th. Why wasn't Trump evacuated to the bunker? Well, there were a lot of people watching out for his safety. Let me see what I can get. Justice, 6 of Swords, 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 8 of Wands. He didn't want to be seen as being weak, but he really wanted to see the action. I'm certain they have screens in the bunker, but I get such giddy energy from him on January 6th. Just watching. And people say he doesn't, he's basically a giant Jabba the Hutt. But I'm getting a picture. It's more like he's pacing back and forth, just excited this is happening. The energy I'm getting. Justice. There'll be justice. These were people trying to say, Mr. President, we should go to the bunker. No, I'm not going to do that. I want to see it. Is there a window I can look out of? I want to see it. So there's that. What is this? Justice and the 6 of Swords. What is that? I don't want to make assumptions. What is that justice missing? 6 of Swords. Trump, January 6th. Insurrection. He wasn't taken down to the bunker tower. Well, it's catastrophe, potential fall of the government. 5 of Cups, Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. He wasn't worried. He was excited. No, I'm not going to go to the bunker. I want to see. I want to see. How can I see? I want to watch. And he was very well protected where he was, but he was not going to, they were knocking over the cups. They didn't knock over enough of the cups in his mind, but they were knocking over the cups of what he wanted. He had protection all around him, and he wasn't afraid. He was excited. Will this come out? Will this come out? Will this come out? Tower card again. Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands. Dynasty as well. This is his legacy. His actions. This is the biggest, but this is one of many, many, many actions. This will be his legacy. That Donald J. Trump tried to take down the government. That's how he will go down through history. All right. Well, that's the first question. Why didn't he go to the bunker? Ellie Rieger is saying the protesters in May were angry at him. It just jumped. I just lost where that was. January 6th was all for him. Mandy of Merrimack is saying they were his people. Makes sense. Kat Shepard said, yes, he went to a room in the White House and watched it on television. Ivanka and Jared were there with him, and he was giddy as a kid on Christmas. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, at 18 minutes in. I think there should be 20 questions, not 19, but we'll start here. All right, at 18 minutes. How did the rioters know to target unsecured windows at the Capitol? Because apparently the security all around the Capitol building is not all the same. I heard that Jared and Ivanka's dinner party was the next night, but I don't know that for certain. So did the rioters know that those windows were the ones to go through, or was this just a fluke? Do the rioters know which windows to hit in the Capitol? Ace of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Chariot. Precision. Ace of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. So Republicans crusading, that's precision. And it's against the heart of the Democrats. There was a plan. There was a very specific plan. Did you guys want to watch the Ahmaud Arbery case? We can do that. If you guys, if there's an overwhelming people want to watch that, we'll watch it. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep reading on this. You can watch it together if you want. Whoops. All right. So there was a plan. No, says Mandy. Okay. Cat Shepherd says, I'm almost afraid to hear it. Laura Jean Daw is watching it now. Okay. There was a plan. Queen of Wands. I think she's going to show up again. There's some particularly... Okay, keep reading. I will. There are some particularly specific things that have been coming out about Boebert and how involved she was. And this is also the card of Nancy Pelosi, who many people were saying they would have given her the big dirt nap. World, 9 of Pentacles, sitting pretty, Ace of Pentacles. Change the world. Change, brutal changing of the world for the rise of Republicans. Thank you, Kathy Lampson. All right, I think that's pretty clear. All right, so at 22:15, how did they find Jim Clyburn's secret office? How did rioters find Jim Clyburn's secret office? How did rioters find Jim Clyburn's? And not like, oh, we found it to be quite lovely. No, I mean like physically find where it was. Four of Swords. Normally this is a card of quiet as a tomb. Things going quiet, legal matters going quiet. This doesn't feel like that at all. This feels like those swords raining down on a soon-to-be potentially dead man. It's bad. The energy we're dealing with here today it's violent. Queen of Swords. How did they find Clyburn's office? Queen of Swords, Sun. 6 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. They had a map. They had a map. This is here, 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 this is here. They knew. There were people there who had maps. We're going to pick up weapons and we're going to, for the white supremacist, the white way of life, the white supremacy way of life, the cultish, patriarchal, unequal way of life. We have a map. Whatever we're doing will get lost in the general chaos. Some of this feels like it was almost a see, I don't like to think these things are possible. I really don't. I really do try to give people the benefit of the doubt, even when they don't deserve it. But this feels like the rally and the people rushing the Capitol building was a cover. And that there were people there who had maps, who had an agenda, their agenda, and the riot was just a cover. Cat Shepard's saying he's a public servant. Why is his office secret? I do not know. And it could also be that he has a regular office somewhere else, but sometimes there are little tiny ones like closer in, or if he's of a certain prominence, you get a certain workspace. It may not be his main office, like the constituents would go to. I think is what the situation is. Okay. Yeah, we've had people saying that there is a verdict in the Arbery case, and I have asked if you guys wanted to watch it. But most people are saying that rather I just continued on with these 19 unanswered questions about January 6th. But please let us know what happens. Unless there's a whole bunch of people saying, yes, we want to watch this together. Asa Volpe, is it Volpe or Volpe, is saying he's third in line to the Speaker of the House. That would do it. Yep. All right. A big no. Okay. Now I'm getting curious. Azalea, is that office like a safe room? Perhaps. But it's not his main office. And in the warrens of the halls and what's where, and things are you get little things tucked away in different places. So okay, so at 28, why hasn't a single Republican member of Congress that was involved in January 6th been subpoenaed? Has that changed since he asked these questions? Have they subpoenaed any? Well, subpoenaed. I want to know, why hasn't a single Republican member of Congress been arrested? Atha Volpe. Atha Volpe. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, let's change this. Let's change this to arrested. Okay. Why hasn't a single Republican member of Congress been arrested? Guilty. First verdict, guilty. It's so awful what was done to that man, but to have some actual justice. some actual justice. I felt seriously, I felt myself really tearing up there. Good. 30. All right. 30. Why hasn't a single Republican member of Congress been arrested? I mean, why haven't the police arrested him? I mean, them. Why haven't, why is it November 24th? Why hasn't a single member of Congress been arrested? Or even subpoenaed, to my knowledge, unless that's been very, very recent. Travis McMichael guilty on all charges. Just Travis for now. Good. Because it takes a long time to investigate the whole thing. But why wouldn't you have arrested? See, I don't get this. If these were just people, just people, and they might be in positions of power, but they're just people too. You or I would have been arrested the next day. So I don't care that, we're so important. I don't care. Greg McMichael, guilty on felony murder. Yes, Diane Cachet, there was also the judgment against the defendants, the neo-Nazis in the Charlottesville case, $25 million. All right, so why hasn't a single Republican member of Congress or Trump or whatever, no arrests? No arrests. Yeah, we're disappointed. Trump tried to take down democracy. This is Pelosi trying to figure out the best way to go forward. But why did it fall on her? There's FBI. Boebert and Jordan and all of them. Why are these people still swanning around? Page of Pentacles. Even someone like Boebert, who doesn't have a lot of power. She's new. She's not head of a important, huge committee. Emperor. Page of Wands. All right. Well, there was definitely, until Trump was out of office, there was definitely mitigating circumstances, because you couldn't, what could they do? If the DOJ was blocking everything, if the FBI was blocking everything. Knight of Cups. Four of... first they had to wait until Trump was out of office. So that was the rest of January. And the Knight of Cups, they are going after these people. I'm looking at messages around Trump. To, from, and around Trump. Gray says there was enough information on the net and around that I knew to watch for January 6th. If I knew, why didn't we have more protection? Yep. Asa Volpe says evidence gathering and removal from their seats takes time. These are still elected officials. You do not remove them without extreme evidence. I know what you're saying. It's just, I'm not frustrated with you. We will get to the bottom of it. It will be revealed in time. Lovers, Page of Swords, death, cult members, people who are involved in all of this. Page of Swords, people flipping, spies. Usually it's bullies, but in this case I'm getting spies. People turning, people who have talked, say, to the committee and elsewhere, saying, look, just give me a subpoena to just, I'll tell you whatever you want. I'll tell you everything I know. Just give me a subpoena so I can cover, I can CYA. And I'll tell you everything I know. All right, fair enough. That's all we're going to get on that, I think. All right, so at 37, any hints on who planted the pipe bombs in front of the Republican and Democratic headquarters before the attack? B. Gray saying, what constitutes more extreme evidence than what we saw? I'm with you, but here we are. All right, so this will be 3730. Let's see if we can get any more information on who planted the pipe bombs at the Republican and Democratic headquarters the night before the attack. The pipe bombs. Okay, I'm getting a there's some American houses where it's sort of rustic but not, and they'll have a big kitchen with a huge kitchen table. Big as in just expansive. And I'm seeing a group of people planning. And there's a guy with sandy brown hair. The mental image I'm getting is a picture of a heavy-set guy with sandy brown, kind of scruffy beard and hair, and he's right-handed. So he's explaining to people, this is what we're doing. This is how this is going to go down. The pipe bombs will be a distraction. But it was part of the bigger plan. And they knew where things were. They had maps. They had a plan. They were using the rioters as a distraction. Absolutely. I don't think this is one of those names that we have already talked about here. It's a leader of some kind of militia-ish wannabe racist scumbag. The scumbags and their scumbaggery. Who planted pipe bombs. The Democratic and Republican it's a woman. It is a woman who she was tasked with putting them in place because the men had more robust, aggressive jobs to do. Insult to injury. Hidden under the cloak while everyone's hurting and panicked and hidden in plain sight. Two of Cups, Four of Pentacles. They're angry. They're very. I mean, you don't need me to tell you this. They're very angry. They stole the election. They took our country away from us. They're taking our country away from us, and we are not going to listen to their lies anymore. And Trump is our leader, and we will fight. It's momentous. It's 1776. It's wow. I mean, I've read on a lot of these January 6th rioters, and a lot of them, they wanted to be a part of something bigger than themselves, and they were definitely brainwashed. But this energy is, there's no doubt. There's no self-doubt. There's no, this is all in. Dr. Storm says, will we ever know who this woman at the bomber is? Let me see. Andy Merrick would like to tell a slightly off-color joke to lighten the mood. Please do. Will we know who that woman is? The FBI has not given up on this. Oh, nay. No. These people were ready to die. These people were prepared to die. They and some of them were surprised they got as far as they did. That's cute, Andy. Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups. Will we ever know who this woman was or person was? 10 of Swords. Building, pipe bomb. Aggressive action against the Democrats. The Democrats survived. And they're down in the weeds. They're gonna figure out a lot. I honestly think there are a number of these people who were involved in the larger actual, this is the plan, we have the maps, we are going to do this, and we are going to perhaps retire Nancy from her speakership and everything else. And when they made it through, they had, I think called go bags. But they were ready with like false papers and money and where they were going to go. they're in hiding. They're actually, some of these people are actually, they're not dumb. Leah Backman says, faith in humanity again, even feel like putting up my Christmas tree. Hey, generally speaking, from Christmas decorations go up the day after Thanksgiving, they go down January 5th. Everybody does it differently. If you're a couple days early, you do you. King of Cups. Yeah, it almost feels like the way that the media is beating up on Biden, it's way over here. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. It feels like they're in hiding. The police are still trying to track down some of the worst of the worst. Electra Storm says people put up Christmas decorations after Halloween. Hey, whatever works. Whatever works. This is a good thing. This is positive and pleasant, and that's good. Okay, at 47, Lauren Boebert. Actually, I'm gonna make this 47:30 because I need to take some ibuprofen. Taylor B says a couple of readers, no, a couple of the two readers said a couple of the police who gave their lives gave them information. They said they were good guys, but they find something to hold over them to get them to do what they want? Oh goodness, I don't know about anything like that, and I'd rather not read on it. Jolie says, if Christmas brings you joy, then keep that tree up all year. I agree. Hello, Flora in Australia. Okay. Now, this is for a question. Why did Lauren Boebert tweet about Nancy Pelosi's movements during the attack? Because she could, in theory, say, just letting people know that she was safe. I mean, we don't believe that, but she could say it. Why did Lauren Boebert tweet about Nancy Pelosi's movements? Oh, that screechy little voice of hers. Oy, yoy, yoy, yoy. Because she's in the middle of all of this attack. She thinks to get on her phone and not contact her family, or maybe take time away from contacting her family or her staff, make sure people are okay, and tweets out, and doesn't tweet out, we're under attack, or everyone calm down, or this is the situation. She tweets out, Nancy Pelosi has left the chamber. Trying to make Nancy look weak, or trying to give out Nancy's actual whereabouts as best she could. Or the other possibility is, I forget I was distracted, sorry. Boebert. She was feeling defensive, and she was like, they're not coming for me. They're gonna be coming for her to keep myself safe by saying she's somewhere else. That's another possibility. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying it's a possibility. 7 of Wands on the defensive, being on the far right and being on the defensive. Hello, Azalea. There's a Justice card, big old Justice card. Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 8 of Wands, King of Pentacles. There definitely there's definitely some kind of problem there. Multiple messages, right-wing messages to the kings of Pentacles. Looking, Democrats. These 2 cards right here are very clear. All of these actions, these right-wing actions to aid the King of Pentacles. See, I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. I do. I know. It's crazy. I just, in general, yeah, Bob D saying, can the cards be any clearer? I know. Really, you were really trying to get the Speaker of the House of the United States of America killed. Really? Queen of Cups, Democrat. Diana Cache has another suggestion. Pelosi has left the chamber could mean hurry up insurrectionists. Magician, 10 of Pentacles, Star. Oh, she was going to be a star in the new regime. Remember the 6th of January. Insurrection, treason, and plot. Only this time there's no reason that Boebert, Trump, Meadows, list should ever be forgot. Man. Teresa Fortier, yes, she's that evil. We have to understand these people are monsters. I know, but it's hard. It's hard for me to wrap my head around this. Stephen Haggerty says Liz Cheney will get it all done. Oh, yeah, they're definitely going to get around to all of this. But, man, how can you... Yes, Wrestling reads traitors. After everything that... You say you love this country. This country's done great things for you. And you... Huh? I don't get it. Taylor B says, does the FBI know who this woman is yet? All I was getting was that any number of the group are on the run and they're good at it. So trying to find people. I don't get it. Okay, 55. Oh, this is a very broad question, and I know there are going to be some people here who have opinions, which is totally great. But I'll ask. Let's not come for anybody. Don't come for me. Don't come for each other. We're just looking. What advanced knowledge did the FBI have? FBI, advanced knowledge. What advanced knowledge did the FBI have? I'm getting distraction. And there were because of Trump, there were and what was going on with Barr and Rosen and Rosenberg and all of these, the revolving doors and all of this, it feels distracted. Electra Storm says, I think they knew if I knew they knew. If I think they knew. If I knew, they knew. Punctuation is your friend. Eats, shoots, and leaves. Is it a panda or is it a killer? 5 of Cups. Disappointment. Quite the failure, FBI. Quite the failure. 4 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Chariot. Page of Cups. There was some transition going on that was starting. They didn't have it's like maybe they had the ducks, but they didn't have them in a row. And they certainly acted after the fact, but as an institution, there was also incoming new things starting. Not enough. Not enough of the truth. But they're acting now. I don't know. C. Torino said, what did the FBI know? Plenty. Yep. Failure. Because what they were being tasked with, what the people, not at the top, not the Trump people, but beneath that, they were being tasked with certain things. So they were distracted. Were they distracted on purpose? Queen of Swords. Investigators. Chariot. 4 of Cups. Page of Cups. One hour in. Was the FBI distracted on purpose? From within. Government. What's the FBI distracted on purpose from within government? Let's see, FBI. Distracted on purpose. The FBI distracted on purpose. From within. Oh, Barr. Barr wanted out. And he left in, I think, toward the end of December. But my gosh, the rot, the stink of his rot was all over everything. Jane Weininger, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Happy Thanksgiving. And I am grateful. I am grateful for all of you. Thank you. A stench. I'm just getting the most foul stench of Bill Barr. The presidency set, the culture he created. The Emperor. 10 of Pentacles. The Emperor lost. Oh no. Death card. Empress. This is what happened. We had a would-be emperor. You lost the election in a big way. You're done. Toodaloo. Toodles. Peace out. Sayonara. Get lost. America starting a whole new thing with the Democrats. She's just not that into you. Go home. What was it? Last night, was it last night, night before? Stephen Colbert had a limerick. It was something about Biden. What was it? There was a man from Nantucket whose poll numbers really did suck it. But we're thankful he's not the big orange Pol Pot who ate all his meals from a bucket. Stephen Colbert. That's ugly. 103.30. And I don't expect to get through all these questions today. I'm gonna do whatever I have left tomorrow. Gene Dorsey says, I can't miss you if you don't leave. Yeah, I think this next question, 104.30. 104.30. Sorry. Yes, Marie, it's been all in the chat. Thank you. Okay. Why has Trump not been indicted for pressuring officials to overturn the election? He pressured everybody he could. In others, he pressured them in states. He pressured them on the federal level. So why on November 24th has the orange Pol Pot who eats all his meals from a bucket. Why hasn't he been indicted? Really? Hold, please. Card went flying. America would like to know. Yes, Ellie Rieger. $1 million question. Teresa Ford says she's vegan. Oh, I am. So I don't see any turkeys in my decorations. Ever. Unless it's a live one. By the way, I have an overlay for tomorrow already made. It is much like this one, but I'm calling it Thanksgiving Old and New. Oh, I need a life. All right. Thank you, Marby. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't been polled about Biden either. I think he's got a Herculean task. He's doing a great job. Doing the best he can. You clean up after a pandemic. And the walking embodiment of all 7 deadly sins being our president for 4 years. So why hasn't Trump been indicted for pressuring officials to overturn the election? He did it over and over and over and over and over. He's the star. I like cornucopias, yeah. I think didn't the cover yesterday have a cornucopia on it? Something like that. Before it started, live stream. Anyway. All right. 9 of Cups. 6 of Wands. 10 of Swords. Tower. In office, he was doing the same kinds of things that he did back in business. The same grift, the same lying, the same corrupt business person, and the same problems, being a narcissist, having people, psychiatrists, psychologists, people who do not normally want to go anywhere near diagnosing somebody who isn't their patient, just coming out in droves, hundreds of them saying he's a narcissist. Full-blown mental illness narcissist. And that's the thing. It's really hard for narcissists to recover, but it's possible. I know I've been in a lot of therapy in my life, and I've talked to therapists, and I've talked to them about all kinds of things. And it is occasionally possible that a narcissist will finally own their stuff. And once they do, they collapse. They hate themselves. They absolutely hate themselves. But people like Trump, I don't think he's going to be the exception. What got him, that book, What Got You Here Won't Get You Where You Want to Go in business, what got him to be, on TV and the head of Grift Co. is what got him the presidency. And then he lost. And his narcissism was not going to allow that to go without doing everything powerful. And he made a lot of legal decisions that were really bad. All right, well, that tells me the situation with him, but it doesn't tell me. Oh, sorry. Did not mean that to be that loud. Empress. Page of Swords, the bully. Wheel of Fortune. On the defensive, everyone pointing fingers at each other. Whataboutism. I'm not really getting much of an answer here, so I'm just gonna give up. He did the same things he's done for years, and he tapped into people's lesser natures, and some people had lesser natures that were just like, hey, finally I get some attention, let's do this. Oh wait, okay, cover the news. Breaking news. Kristen, thank you. Breaking news. An attorney for Trump Organization, COO Matthew Calamari, okay, this is about to jump, says he's been told by the Manhattan DA's office that, quote, at present, they do not intend to charge Calamari. $112. Oh, Calamari. They do not intend it. Okay, where was that? Now, he could be lying, or they could be playing with him. But DA's office told Calamari, like I just misspelled. At present, they do not intend to charge him. $113.30. Mandy of Merrimack says they're playing with him. Okay. Or he's going to be wearing a wire, so he has to lie. There are various options here. Calamari has come out and said, the office, they said at present they're not planning, on charge? They do not intend to charge me. Rachel Lingala is saying, could it be because he cooperated and it's part of a deal? That's what I'm thinking. Jolie says, isn't at present key here? Could be. Edison says, I'm sure there's a lot of plea dealing going on. Joanne says maybe Squiddy squealed. That was awesome. All right, Calamari. So at present, they do not intend to charge you, huh? Because you're going to get off scot-free, or because you have flipped, or you're lying through your teeth. Betty Harper says he gave really good information. Don Gubb says Trump often said he was told he wasn't under investigation. Deb Z says it sounds like he made a deal. All right, Calamari. Why am I seeing him packing quickly? I don't think it's literal, but weird. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, card of work. King of Wands, 7 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. The kids. He was looking out. He was a CEO, but he was looking out. A lot of this nefarious stuff was here, but his pay was just like the others. That's the family, the dynasty. They're after the kids. They're after Junior, Eric, and Ivanka right now. That's their focus. That's what I'm getting very strongly. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. It's sort of like Weisselberg is. But this is what they want. So if this is what the investigators really want, do they want him going back to work and wearing a wire as twir, courting things? Just in. Kristen has another great headline. Angry entrepreneurs will finally see Trump's apprentice outtakes? Really? When? I have to look at that after. Well, I can't right after, but. Jolie says, so he's low-hanging fruit so they can go to the kids? I think so. No, Don Gub, Calamari isn't the dude with the man-sized toilet history. That was, he was the Attorney General after Shoemaker. It wasn't Shoemaker. It was something like that. He was after Sessions and before William Barr. He was incompetent. The energy was so strong that he was incompetent. I was actually getting that he was incompetent when I was reading about who's going to replace Sessions in the future. And I was getting, this guy is an idiot. This guy has Whitaker. That was it. Thank you, Pink. Yeah, it was Whitaker. It was like, this guy's an idiot. This person is completely unqualified. And it was like, Whitaker. Oh, look at that. Calamari, part of the inner circle. Oh. Griftco is going down. Investigators. Where's the money? Where's the money? The valuations, the fraud. Fraud, more fraud. Well, whatever's going on, the only reason Calamari's walking around is because they have got their eyes on the prize of the kids. Trump's kids. The vote basis, absolutely. It would explain why Autumn just saw Trump packing hurriedly. Oh, and I saw Calamari packing quickly. I saw Calamari. I don't know. So, all right. Can I squeeze in one more? Well, 120. Let's squeeze in one more. How did Steve Bannon know on the day before the attack that all heck was going to break loose? Jeanette says they may not be charging him because he didn't sign any fraudulent documents. I mean, it's possible, but that's what it feels like. I think he's cooperating. I really do. Weisselberg might be willing to throw his own children under the bus to a certain extent. Calamari isn't. And they're going after his son with him. Yeah, I feel like he made a deal too, Deb. All right, so Bannon. How did Bannon know the day before the attack that all heck was going to break loose? Not we're going to have a riot. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be fun. No. All HE double hockey sticks is going to break loose. Oh, Mandy's off to make pies. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, Mandy. Because you are in the center of it. Prime grade A scumbag. Right there. Steve Bannon. 3 of Cups. Page of Cups. 9 of Cups. Actually, this feels like him on his podcast. Knight of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. Because he knew this is the card of a plan. We were all looking at what was going on. Oh, they're going to do the electoral votes. It wasn't even really hitting my radar just how bad things were. I was reading on January 6th. I had my normal live stream, and the news that was coming out, it just sounded like they're making a mess. It hadn't even really hit my radar. Matter of fact, and it was it came over the news that the Trump people have invaded the Library of Congress. Oh, come on, that's comedy gold. So it was only after I got off the air that I started looking at the news, and it was like, oh my gosh. I wasn't even really reading. I don't think I was reading on it at all. I can't remember exactly, but Holly Coleman says this could potentially tie in the burner phone story that just broke today. True. Linda Johnson said it was said he was at the hotel making plans on the 5th. That's Bannon on his podcast. That's the plan. That is the plan, Stan. And he knew. Now, did he know about the scary militia people part of the plan? Yes, Pink, it is Wednesday. I do have a heart out today in just a couple minutes. Did Bannon know about the scary militia? Eight of Pentacles. Feels like him writing something out. He's going to say. 2 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Suckers. Get the suckers to do the work. That is a card of sleight of hand. Sleight of hand, get the suckers to do the work while the Democrats are celebrating. Really? You knew about the plan. The plan. Page of Wands. It's the messenger. Fool. 4 of Pentacles. Empress. Subjugate the women's. There's a possibility. I don't know. For some reason I'm my energy's waning, but there was he at least suspected. Because it's one thing to plan a riot that's going to make a mess, a riot that's going to be loud and obnoxious. But if you're being told to get people there and rile them up, but you don't know about the inserted team, yeah, entertainment purposes only. 8 of Swords. Oh, Bannon, you're an idiot. You're also massively legally hemmed in. Magician, Knight of Wands, 2 of Wands. You're supposed to get people riled up. He may not have known the worst of the worst, but boy, was he 100% in on destruction, disruption, overthrowing democracy. Now, going in there and get some people pushing up daisies. Fried Smith says, I'm done with giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm sorry. I am naive. I know that. I look for the good in people. So when I'm faced with this kind of stuff, there's just a part of me that's just like, I can't comprehend it. 3 of the plan. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Did Bannon think there were people who were going to die that day? As in legislators, specific legislators who were going to die that day? I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing an absolute blank. He didn't know, or he is just, oh, I don't know anything about that. He's pretty effectively blocking it, so I don't know. I don't have an answer for that last one. That last part, well, the last part of that question. But anyway, that's going to do it for me for today. Oh, goodness gracious. He's still, Jolie said he might not have been aware of the full intent of those militia groups. It's true, but he was still trying to overthrow democracy. He's still a traitor. He's still treasonous. And thank you, Ellie Rieger. We need more people like you looking for the good. It's kind of what I don't want to be any other way. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me, but thank you so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow. And I'm going to go through the rest of these questions. I still have another 9 here. And that took quite a while to do the first, 10 or 11 that are here. So I will be back tomorrow, at least for a while. And I'll be here Christmas Day as well. So 4 o'clock today, I'll be over on Book Art Media. Links in the description box. If you are, if you want to do anything creative, come on over. We just want to encourage you. That's it. I make no money from this. It's just encouraging you. That's the point. And Linda Johnson says, maybe my guides are protecting me. That could be it too. Yeah. All right. There are good days ahead, and we're going to get through this. You're not alone. All right. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care.